March of 2008, I was in a really bad accident, and I basically was going way too fast. It was a night out drinking with friends, and I didn't have my seatbelt on, and I was going way too fast, and I got thrown from the vehicle. I lost my left leg, and I was in a coma for a while, and basically lost use of all my remaining limbs fully. I was in the hospital for 3.5 months total, and then I had to keep going back for follow-up surgeries 3 or 4 different times. So I'm coming up on 2 years of recovery now. I'm pretty much fully recovered, finishing all the finishing touches on the recovery here now. So I don't know where I would be without cannabis right now. It's changed my life. It's given me a better quality of life. Obviously, I don't take any pharmaceutical drugs anymore. I don't really have a need for pharmaceutical drugs other than pain, but I was able to wean myself off of methadone and some other pain medicines, and I just use medicinal marijuana right now for pain and anxiety and nausea. And I just seem to be a lot happier. I don't know where I would be without it, and I've made the conscious decision to self-medicate myself with it, because I don't think that the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors have the right agenda on their mind for my recovery. Marijuana has a 10,000-year history of medicinal use, and there's not one reported death for just solely cannabis use. And let's see, 100,000 people a year die from pharmaceutical drugs, side effects and whatnot. So I really think it's a no-brainer, and I think that the culture that we live in has kind of been brainwashed to it in a sense, as far as how much value there really is for this plant. Like I said, I was on methadone. I think I was on 240 milligrams a day of methadone while I was in the hospital, and it pretty much left me like a zombie. Didn't feel any pain, but I just feel like the society that we live in, that's what we know to do, is just to medicate with pharmaceutical drugs. I mean, these doctors come straight out of, school, kind of, not knowing what to do, and they get these pharmaceutical companies just in their face nonstop on what they should prescribe for their patients. So I really feel like it's just a Band-Aid, kind of putting a Band-Aid over the problem. Whereas I don't take any, I'm not dependent on any pharmaceutical drugs. I smoke marijuana, and yeah, there are a couple side effects, like my eyes get red and whatever, but not nearly the side effects of a pharmaceutical drug. And on top of that, I've been able to come out of the power chair, and I've been able to become pretty much fully independent, up on crutches. So I really feel like it's affected my balance a lot. When I was on the pharmaceutical drugs, I was just so kind of distant. So let's see, when I was in the hospital, they wanted to put me on antidepressants even though I wasn't really depressed. I mean, I guess they would say that anybody who went through a situation like I did, losing your leg and losing the loss of your fingers, they would automatically put you on an antidepressant. But they gave me really funny dreams. So basically, I just have self-medicated myself with marijuana, and it's allowed me to kind of forget about my problems. It's allowed me to kind of get back into a routine and just not focus on what doesn't work, but focus on what does work. And obviously, marijuana has worked for me so far. I seem to be doing pretty good compared to someone else who has gone through what I've gone through, who would be on pharmaceutical drugs right now, or who knows. It's really time for you know, something to be done, you know, at least for the patients, for all the other patients, for everybody out there like me. We don't want to be treated like a criminal for being a productive member of society. I mean, look at me, I'm out here doing the video for NORML, so I'm trying to spread the message, how safe and how powerful of a plant it really is, and how many lives it could change if there was something done about it and it wasn't so hated by everybody, pretty much, it feels like. I would encourage people to join Central Ohio NORML to help us with the fight for marijuana legislation, and just to help educate everybody, get the word out. And there's no reason we need to be living in a society where information is kept from us. So I really think that once people get a hold of the information and they do the research for themselves, they'll realize, you know, that everybody's been tricked for the past 70 years.